What's going on, y'all? What's going on, y'all? It's me, Jerome, and I'm back with another video. Men with beards. I know y'all want to hear about this one. And I got a story for you. So, y'all already know how my dating life is set up and how I'm on these dating sites and I'm meeting these guys and so on and so forth. But most of the guys that I do meet, I meet them on Instagram, sometimes Facebook, Messenger, Instagram DM, Facebook Messenger. I was on the dating app and I might get on that again, but I don't know. If I date another nigga in a few weeks or whatever and he, take my mind off of that, then I'll stay off of it. And where else do I be meeting these guys at? Let's see, Instagram, Facebook. That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's most of them. And of course, the other dating websites out there, like I use Jack. I did use Plenty of Fish. I did use Facebook Dating. I do want to try Tinder. And I'm contemplating that. So, I don't know. Depending on this video, I might have a motherfucking Tinder profile. So, we're going to go for that and talk about that later. But, men with beards is what I want to focus on today. So, how do I get started? Because it's so many motherfuckers out there that just do anything they want to do. But I'll talk about this gentleman in particular that don't even stay in this country. That'd be a safe zone. And then I get on the other shenanigans after that. So, one day I was minding my own black business, being the black man, and just, trying to wind myself down to sleep. And I wind myself down to sleep a little different, y'all. I get on social media and I just scroll until I fall asleep with the phone in my hand or until I realize that, Jerome, it is 3 o'clock in the morning. You got to be up for work. Put the phone down. And so, this guy had hit me up and... Wait a minute, that's two guys. I'm going to say one. So this one guy hit me up and I found out later on that he was in another country. And I want to say he was somewhere in London or whatever the case may be. He was in London. He was in London and I'm not sure what country he was from, but I know he wasn't from Africa. And so he was a black guy. And he hit me up and he'll, just tell me that he checked out my pictures. You're very handsome, yada, yada, yada. Y'all know how, the semantics go when these guys be, trying to kick some game. And so I would talk to him probably every night. Mostly at nighttime I would talk to him because of the time change or the difference or whatever. And so it came to a point where I was like, hey, I think we should video chat so that way we can chit chat and talk to each other and, see each other physically or whatever. And so that's when he broke it down to me, which I wasn't appalled because I was like, I go through this. This is just how it is. And the guys that I date, they still believe in this download thing, which I clearly don't understand. It's 2021. These bitches know about you. And when I say bitches, I don't mean females. I mean motherfuckers in general. They know about you. Because these straight niggas walking around here right now, they already know they homeboy is a punk. I should not say that. They know that they are a person who sleeps with the same sex, but it's never mind to them because those guys are content with their sexuality. And so that's that. But at any rate, he broke down and told me that, he can't do the FaceTime with me unless he's at work because he has a family at home. And so I broke down family because I didn't want to make an assumption. And he told me he had a wife and he had children. And so that was that. And so needless to say, I did continue to speak to him, but not on that level. Now I don't speak to him now because this is an old story. But I did speak to him for some time being. But my thing was I was more so intrigued or questioning about, why you just want to be you. It's 2021 and you're not being yourself. And so, guys, for those who don't know, I stay in Atlanta, Georgia. And I will say this. Atlanta, Georgia really spoiled me as well as other people here. You know, Atlanta, Georgia is one of those places where it is very open and comfortable to be who you want to be. And when I say who you want to be, you could be anybody you want to be, and nobody's not going to look at you crazy. Now, if you walk around these streets and you look just kind of like normal or somebody that is just different from what Atlanta is, then we'll probably stare and look at you a little bit, but we ain't going to do that too much or too tough. And I say that because here in Atlanta, we can go to Walmart, Target, the dollar store, the hood, and two men can hold hands, two men can kiss each other in public, two women can kiss each other in public. We have diverse couples here. We have couples that don't even look like they even supposed to be together that are together, and it's like the norm here. And so when you're walking not downtown, this is even the outskirts of Atlanta or the suburbs of Atlanta, we're just free. And I didn't realize that, y'all, until I went to DC. When did I go to DC? I know I'd be getting off topic with y'all, but y'all need to know my business. But I went to DC in my birthday in December. December 20th is my birthday. I am a Capricorn. But I went to DC for my birthday, and I was, in my mind, to me, it was like California, DC, then Atlanta. It's not like that in DC. And I even had to talk with one of my friends, or a guy that I just met or got cool with, and he was like, he was like, DC is not like Atlanta. He was like, y'all do what y'all want to do. We only do this in certain areas of DC, or did he say certain areas, or in the downtown area? Whatever he said, it was very limited, and I was just like, ooh, I don't know if I could do that. And he was like, here in Atlanta, y'all just are free. Y'all do what y'all are comfortable with. Like, people are comfortable with, you know, any and everything here. And I will say, you know, even though Atlanta's the South, I just thought that we weren't as open as other places are. But Atlanta is pretty open. But anyway, with that being said, back to the main topic in the story, you know, it just kind of baffled me because this guy's overseas, so I was thinking things were a little different. But he was like, no, it's not like that. And so when we were getting comfortable with learning each other, knowing each other, and so on and so forth, he was under the impression for a long time that I was possibly with a female. Not saying that, you know, being with a female was not, well, what am I saying? I'm not even going to say that. What I'm saying is that he thought I was with a female, so he was always referencing that I bet it's hard for you to keep the girls off of you. And I was like, no, it's hard for me to keep the guys off of me because I'm gay. And I let people know I'm gay. I don't introduce myself as, hey, it's me, Jerome, and I'm gay. I just say, hey, my name is Jerome, and that's that. And then as conversations are going on and people are asking me questions, I answer those questions wholeheartedly. Now, the reason why I'm kind of so hung up on the download thing, because with me, you do what you want to do. People meet who they want to meet, and they meet like characters or whatever the case may be. But with me, I came from a place where I was afraid to be who I was. And so when I do meet guys that are down low, it doesn't bother me that they're down low. It bothers me that they want to put me back into that box that I was once in. And I say that because for a long time, my favorite pronoun was they. When somebody asked me about a girl, when I knew they was asking me about a girl, even though they probably was asking me about a guy, they was just trying to let me know that they're comfortable, but they didn't want to offend me in no kind of way. I will always say they. That was my favorite word. When all along it was him. And so I don't want to go back to that place again. And I feel better that I moved here because I was a totally different person back then. Oh, this is another story, y'all. Not to get off topic, but I remember a long time ago. My best friend might be proud of me for saying this. I ain't gonna say maybe proud of me. She's gonna be glad I told this story. But a long time ago, I went to, this is when I was back in my hometown in Columbus, Georgia. I went to this little get-together, kickback party, whatever the case may be. And I was told after I got there was a certain gentleman that was at that party. And I'm so glad I'm telling this story because this story was taken out of context so many times. It was taken out of context so many times. It was just like, the hell is going on? But anyway, long story short, I was invited to this party, and there was a certain gentleman that was there. Now, this is me, y'all. Even though I got this YouTube channel, I tell my business. I do tell other people's business that involve me, but I don't let names go. And my thing is, if I see you out in public, whatever, that is your business, because I got stuff that I need to take care of. I ain't trying to get into, what you got going on, whatever the case may be. If you want to be secretive, or if you got a second agenda or another agenda, or whatever the case may be, that's you. Because my thing is, what comes out, or not what comes out, what happens in the dark comes out in the light. I ain't finna shed your light, but when it's there, I'm gonna be like, child, I was there first. Anyway, I went to this party, and the gentleman that was there, I guess he found out, well, he did find out. He found out that I was coming, and so he left the party. Anyway, I got to the party, had a good time. It was so fun. It was people from, all over Georgia, Atlanta, Macon, Warner Robins, America, so on and so forth. Like, being in Columbus, a lot of people from other small towns, they come to Columbus because back then, Columbus used to be jumping with the clubs and stuff. But at this juncture, we had a party at someone's house. And I was invited because my best friend used to talk to the guy that was there. And so that was that. And so anyway, after that happened, I don't know that I find this story out during the party or after the party, but it came to it was after the party, because my best friend that I brought up said that, they would be proud I'm telling this story, told me about the situation. And unfortunately, well, I shouldn't say unfortunately, I had already came out to my best friend and let them know about me. And so things that were being said, they were like, that's not right, but I'll listen to your story because I already know the truth from Jerome. And so anyway, the story came out that there were, guys there in dresses, and it was getting out of control, and I didn't want to be there, and I did not me, they were saying this, and I didn't know it was like that, and so I left. Charlie wasn't even like that. I went there, and it was dudes, there was niggas there. Like, I was like, I'm living my best life. So it was that kind of party. And matter of fact, it was like a kickback party, food, a little pool action going on. It was really cool. And it was like in the late evening. So it was really dope. Like, I enjoyed myself. Like, matter of fact, I still talk about this little party to this day. And so anyway, when I found out that story, I was like, yo, it wasn't even like that. I said, yo, we pulled up to the party. We went in. We got us a little drink or two. We went outside in the backyard. The people was like in the pool. Everybody was talking, having a good time, laughing. People were mingling with each other, meeting each other, telling people where they from and stuff, exchanging numbers and stuff, and, asking, when we gonna see each other again and stuff like that. It was that kind of party. It was cards being played and everything, because the particular person that left, they were playing cards. But anyway, back to the story, the particular person that ran and told the story, I don't know, were they dating the friend that I knew at the time, or they were married. But nevertheless, my thing is, you could be friends with who you want to be friends with. My thing is, the reason why you was probably so scared, because I already know your story. And the story that I know, I'm not going to tell you that information, but my thing is, you could be who you want to be. Because at the end of the day, me being a gay man, I date men who dated women before, and I accept it. So my thing is, she accepted it, so why are you telling a false story on me? And why is everybody trying to worry about me? Because at the end of the day, I have no kids or no wife, so I can do what I want to do. You need to worry about what you're going to do. If you want to be down low and discreet, be down low and discreet, but don't drag me into your shenanigans. Because I got this, I ain't even going to say that, but I will say this. I don't care about what people do, but don't involve me in it. When you involve me in it, then that's the problem. But anyway, back to the story, and that was a side note, and that's a good story, and I might need to bring that up in another video. But anyway, I did stop talking to the guy, because I told the guy, I said, look, I don't have a girlfriend or anything. I date guys. My family knows about me. My friends know about me, and I don't hide who I am. And so he was just telling me that, he would never in a million years do that. He don't see a reality with that. And, what he does with guys is just something that's secret, and that is, how he was. I guess that's how he put himself, or that's how his culture is, whatever the case may be. And not saying just him in general, it's guys like this in the United States that are very secretive as well. They're very bearded, or, they're very discreet and quiet. Now, let me clear this up before everybody get in the comments and drop down, because I want y'all to drop down in the comments, let me know what's going on and what y'all feel about men in beards or discreet men. There's a difference between men with beards and a man that is discreet and a man that is private. There's a total difference. So when I talk about men with beards, I'm saying the men that live another life where they have kids and they have a wife and they're secret about what they're doing. But then you got discreet guys that could be the same way, but their significant other or their wife know that they do have alternative lifestyle, and whatever they agree upon, that's what they agree upon. And then you have some guys that are discreet. It's like, I'm not telling you my business. Like, I like to keep my stuff secretive. And believe it or not, even though I got this YouTube and everything, I am actually discreet. There's a lot of guys that do not make it on my channels. Only the crazy ones that I know that I'll be like, I am not going to talk to this guy again. Or the guys that are just crazy that I talk about, basically. But other than that, I'm very secretive as well. I remember when I was in my relationship and when my partner and I broke up, everybody was like kind of stunned and shocked because, I never talk about, things that happen in my relationship. And I do that purposely because at the end of the day, when someone does something to me, I'll forgive you, or I may forgive you. But at the end of the day, when I do forgive you, my friends are probably not going to forgive you. And with that being said, I don't want them to hold a grudge against, my partner when I'm sitting up there forgiving you for everything that you've done. And then I got my friend on my other shoulder reminding me about why they don't like the person. And they keep that negative energy in the forefront of our relationship and the relationship with my partner and I. So I'm very secretive with those things. And then, when I do come out and I do something drastic, like break up with somebody or whatever the case may be, where I'm just like, I'm not talking to them no more, people are like shocked and be like, point the finger to me like, what did you do, Jerome? And then I have to break down the entire story and they be like, oh my God, why did you keep that from me? And I have to let them know it is because I will forgive them first. You're not going to forgive them. So that's just my thing. But basically, the story is about men with beards. It's just something I don't do. I don't like to date down low guys. I don't like to date secretive guys. Even when I'm on these dating apps, most of them are gay dating apps, and the guys, they still hide their pictures. And I'm like, I'm not for to entertain you. Or they'll send these goddamn disappearing pics where you only can see them one time. But it's a trick to that. But nevertheless, I don't even like to fool with them as well. I like to fool with guys that, are out or discreet and not ashamed of who they're with. So I do stay away from those down low guys. But anyway, that's my story. I just wanted to let y'all know about the down low guy in London or whatever the hell he was at. Don't talk to him no more. Having these secret lifestyles. But I do want to know this. Why do y'all think people do that? Or why do you think in 2021 there's still guys that are secretive? And maybe it's just, the generation that I'm a part of. Because, I grew up different than the kids these days. Because, now when I'm looking at TV, I see a lot of diversity with interracial couples. I see a lot of same-sex couples in commercials and movies. Hell, they were just talking about Lil Nas X on BET, and they was acting like that was so dramatic. But my thing is, shit, I've been around heterosexuals all my life, and I'm a homosexual. So, voila. And I grew up with both parents in the house. But nevertheless, they ain't got nothing to do with this. They kind of do, but whatever. But anyway, I want y'all to like, share, what is wrong with my words? I want y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Tell your mama, sister, cousin, brother, co-worker, hell, tell an enemy to subscribe and like my channel and look at it and they comment and tell me what they think, especially about this download thing. And then if y'all have a friend that's discreet, let me know what's going on and how y'all feel about it, because I want to talk about that. Because I know a lot of people that they feel that they should just announce or say that someone is gay or someone should tell them they're gay, like they're privy to the information. It's not everyone's business. Because at the end of the day, straight people don't go around. Well, sometimes they do. I'm just going to say it. But straight people don't go around and tell you who they sleep with. I guess they do. So, gay people shouldn't either. Because I'm very private about who's in my bedroom as well, too. Like, that's personal. I don't know. I think I'm rambling right now. I am rambling. Anyway, it's me, Jerome. I will talk to y'all later. And like, share, subscribe. Talk to y'all later. Bye, y'all.